friggin' stairs. Oh, let's have a whiff of Arvida's spinella when I get in. When is the council going to get this bastard lift fixed? Oh, where's me keys? Oh, don't tell me I've left them on the counter of boots. Oh no, they're here, thank Christ. I'll kill Arvida leaving her sherry bottles everywhere. Look at this. Bloody Ember cream. How did you get out? Come here. Come on. Come here, get in, I said. Who's done this? Pissed all over me, Matt. I'll kill them fucking ginger-headed bastard kids from next door when I get me fucking hands. Well, I'm not too bad, you know. Me head is throbbing because of that bitch next door is creating again. Jesus, she's just gone down the landing with a face on her like a smacked arse. She's like the wrath of God. That's right, I did. I used to live next door to her mother. Oh, she was a grand neighbour. She was a lovely woman. She was indeed. She was a champion lady wrestler in her day, until she gave birth to that bitch and became an odorita demonstrator for selected chain stores up and down the country. It was a marvellous job, though. She travelled. Oh, now you're thinking of the grandmother. That's right. Erica von Savage. Not at all. She was as mad as a hatter. Her real name was Bernadette. She used to tell us she was a secret agent going off on missions and things. Yuck. My eye, she was. She was walking in the Isle of Man as a chalet maid. Mother of God, will you listen to that unholy racket next door? Listen. Do you know, it's them poor kiddies I feel sorry for. Me heart is breaking for Bunty. Just see if the kids are okay. You're all right? Of course she's on the game. Filthy old whore. There's men in and out the house every 5 minutes. You're not safe to walk down the landing. Oh, she was the most beautiful child. She won all sorts of competitions. I know. And then she was expelled from the school. Even the holy nuns couldn't keep her under control. She was indeed. She was put in a detention centre, and the best place for her. And didn't she have to get married? Oh, thank God her poor mother wasn't around to see it. No, she hadn't died. No, she was in the prison for a small misdemeanour. And all the effing and blinding and the swearing outside the church and the priest going bananas. Sacred Heart of Jesus, will you listen to that noise next door? Wait now. Will you keep the noise down, you filthy white haired trollop? I'm trying to sleep in here. Did you hear that now? Keep it fucking down. We're making a video in here, Kitty. I'll be obliged if you keep the fucking noise down. Huh? And I'll bet you're making a video, madam. A bloody filthy mucky video, you old tart. Did you hear the banging on the wall? Trollop! No, I'll take 6 to Mazipan. I'll be out like a light. Fuck. That lift's bust. 25 flights in white stilettos and destroyed. Years of excessive urination in our lift has finally rotted the floor. Don't you hate that when you're in a lift and somebody's pissed in it? Especially when you're still standing in it. Feel the hem of your mat getting heavy. And your handbag starts to steam. You're like, dirty bastards. I hate that. And I hate fellas when you're walking down the street and it's windy and they go... And it's all hanging off the hood of your anorak. Or when they go... and it's the wheelie shopping trolley and you're walking around Sainsbury's like a snail. Well, I put my bag down. There's nobody in from my neck of the woods, is the Birkenhead. No offence, sausage, but, you know, they have fishing reels and magnets and things. Next thing you know, handbag slides down the... crisis loan pissed up the wall. Well, I have to tell you, I was coming out of Boots. Well, I put it down anyway. I was coming out of Boots. Well, I was running out of Boots. No, I had to, because 2 store detectives were after me. In the end, I said, hey, you'd have your cotton wool balls back. Fuck it. No, it wasn't genuine shoplifting either, because if it was, I wouldn't have been caught. It's just that my mind was elsewhere, because I buried my grandmother on Friday. Bit louder, you unsympathetic shower of gets. I buried my grandmother on Friday. Well, I'll tell you, do you know what she died of? Hypothermia. Had nothing to do with the weather. Oh, no. She's been shoplifting in Pigeons. No. And she put 2 frozen turkeys up a cardigan and had to wait half an hour for a bus. Oh, by the way, these aren't roots. I was shoplifting this morning and put a walnut whip behind my Alice band. I'll tell you something, these tights I've got on, they're from Tesco's. Don't buy tights from Tesco's, viewers at home. I tell you, the gussets down here. You know. But they're wonderful for shoplifting. I got a packet of Brussels sprouts and a chicken in there yesterday. Got a Toblerone as well, but I can't find that. Do you know... Do you know what? There's a lot of white jeans in here tonight. Listen, regardless to what today's modern powders say, white jeans are not practical, especially if you go to the pictures, because, like, you can't smoke in the pictures now, can you? Oh, it's all right to sit there with a tub this high of popcorn, crunch your way through it, and it's all right to drink a Kia-Ora, 15 gallons. But if you have a ciggy, you might upset somebody, you know what I mean? And if you're watching, like, a horror film and you're tense, well, fucking cig, a chalk ice is no good, you need a ciggy. It's true, though, isn't it? You're sitting there going... And the lights come up and it's all over your face like a mad woman's shit. It's in your hair. It's true. Sit there with your Mac and think, oh my God, I'm ashamed, staggered out. This is why I'm like this tonight, because I have been trying to give up smoking. I've been on the nicotine patches, the Nicorels. Sat there all the way through Coronation Street, gasping for a ciggy. I had to peel it off my back, roll up and smoke it. Arvida's been using them. She's been sticking them over her glasses so she can't find her ciggies. And silk cut, oh please. The pink silk cut, purple silk cut, lavender silk cut, you're sitting there. Your chest clears up, you got piles at the end of the week. It is. You get cancer of the cheek, sucking on them, you go... No, but I was coughing shocking when I got up, so I thought, I'm going to make a real effort now to, like, give up smoking. So I went to this shop in Covent Garden, you know, with all the crystals. But I bought these relaxation tapes. Whales and dolphins and sea lions, like, singing in the sea. You know, and you come in overnight and you think, I'll just put my relaxation tape on, lie on the bed, switch it on. Next thing you hear, whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank fuck I'm not a mermaid, that's all I can say. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All the neighbours are banging on the ceiling. Come on, Lily, get to sleep. Come on, have your shag, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. And the others as well. The Amazonian rainforest tapes. That's all this water gushing. Shh. Don't have a cup of tea before you go to bed, I tell you. You're up and down pissing every 5 minutes. This is actually as Andrew Rhodes, this outfit. She doesn't know I've got it, but I do a service wash. It's PVC, it's very handy because you can wipe off anything that comes at you. Just go. God, isn't it warm? I'm sweating like a glass below his arse. Don't you think it's hot? You know, I must tell you now, there's a whole social hierarchy to this place. Like, these seats down here, now these are the posh seats. Did you lot pay? These are the kind of people who put Perrier water in the steam iron. The middle bit here, that's not quite so posh. That's pearly up here. That's like... And then right up there, right at the top, that's like... Well, that's Skid Row, that's Peckham up at the top. Did you notice the treatment you got coming in off the ushers? None of this row G. Oh, this way. They're just standing there, I don't care where you fucking sit. Sit where you like for me. Just don't get your impetigo on me overall. Go on. They don't go round with programmes up there. They sell the big issue. Honestly, don't go. Never mind. That's where I normally sit up there. That's why I never go to the theatre. I get sick of looking at the top of Julie Mackenzie's head.
let's face it, she's in everything, isn't she? In fact, my sister Vera's up there now at the moment. So if anybody's sitting next to a rather plain-looking creature with glasses like re-entry shields and a Take That T-shirt, be kind to her, please. Probably fiddling with her binoculars trying to get them out from the front of the seat. And do you know what she does when she gets them out? She holds them in front of her face, takes her glasses off and sits like that. She's like Jodrell Bank. No, we're not real sisters, but she was adopted. Well, actually, I'll tell you. We found her on the step in a little basket. Honestly, this is true, all wrapped in swaddling clothes. She had a big label round her neck. My mother said, she was 23, like. Well, no, my mama just bought bunk beds and it was a shame to waste them, so she'd always take her in. The whole of my childhood was spent sleeping with Dad on my back because we had to share a bed. Like, have you ever shared a bed with anyone? Have you, Jonathan? I find that very hard to fucking believe. That the parish bike in Row J has never shared a bed, haven't you? You ever shared a bed with anybody who wets it? My mother used to say, what end of the bed do you want, Lil? Say, I'll have the shallow end, please. Steam used to... Honestly, you wake up and there want to be a rainbow over the bed. We never had a frill round our duvet. We had gutter in. It was shocking. She's just had a hip replacement as well. She had it replaced with a baby belling camping stove. She wanted to cook in bed, but then they charged her for 2 on a bus, so she had it removed again. But we've had a bit of an accident with our Vera, really. I'll tell you, it's my fault because I went on the high fibre. You know, like, you get up in the morning and you eat a flannel. It tastes better than a Rivita, doesn't it? Let's face it. And I've got to say, have you ever had muesli of a morning? You must have. It's so fucking boring. It is, because you sat on the couch and you realise you've been chewing the same mouthful for the last 10 minutes. I ate all these fancy breakfasts, muesli and fresh orange juice and fucking fresh fruit and wholemeal toast with honey on it. Christ, you have a mouthful of that, you're looking for a lavatory 10 minutes later. At least Mother's Pride sits there for a fortnight, doesn't it? I like a good old-fashioned, full English breakfast, a Blackpool breakfast. 20 ciggies and a pot of tea. That's what I like first thing in the morning. We had the breakfast, me and our Vera, and I said, come on, we're going to town. So, we went into town, and, of course, we'd had the whole meal, so looking for a laugh, so rushing around the West End. There's no cottages now, is there? They're all bricked up, so what have you got? You've got the Superloo. You put your 10 pence in and you go in and you've got Nana Muscuri singing the White Rose of Athens. Scented toilet paper. And you know, when you come out and like the door shuts, the floor lifts and the whole thing flushes. I never knew. I held the door open for our Vera. I said, 3 weeks later she was found on Brighton Beach covered in rubbers. Well, it was a bit of a trip for her, wasn't it, for Christ's sake? No, we'd only gone the West End to it. Well, we did. There were going to be massive power cuts in Oxford Street, so I said to her, you know, no security tags. All those store detectives peering at you behind the cardigans, can't see fuck all. I thought, oh, wonderful. Where were we when the lights went off? Were we in John Lewis? No. Were we in Selfridges? No. We were in Argos when the lights went off. What the fuck can you rob in Argos? 48 catalogues, half a dozen pens and an exercise bike out the window, and that was your lot. But let me tell you, punters, if Marilyn Monroe was alive today, it'd be Elizabeth Duke that made her nipples go like football studs. Not diamonds and fairs and all that nonsense. I can feel a fantasy sequence coming on all over me, starting to flush. I'm getting paid for this. Some people shop in stylish stores and spend their cash on dross. But when it comes to fancy goods, I always rob at Argos. A wok on your stove might be quite oriental, but Argos is a girl's best friend. And you won't find the price in the least detrimental in their catalogue. is just a job for 30 bob. I don't run to Smith and Son. When on a pen I know a fortune I will spend. You won't touch your gyros if you rob those little blue biros. From Argos it's a girl's best. Sainsbury's. Quick Save. Tesco, Rumbelow. Talk to me Army and Navy, tell me all about it. There may come a time when you need a news and newsy, so Argos is a girl's best friend. Or you might fancy listening to some Mozart or Debussy, but there's no stereo. So off on the rock to Dixon's you go. Time goes on, and youth is gone, and your shoplifting days come to an end. So don't be defective and get nicked by a score detective when Argos is a girl's best. I've heard of some stores where the price is astronomic, but Argos is a for hoovers and teas maids and equipment gastronomic, like a frying pan or table mats in matching tan. Habitat is just old hat, 'cause their stuff falls apart in the end. And Harrods are such bores, I'd rather British home stores. Argos. Argos. I don't mean rattlers. Yes, Argos is a girl's best friend.
Who? I can't hear you. Speak up. Do you know, she's had to sing this song, and if she sung it once, she sung it 100 times. She can't get it right. You're thick, bitch! She should lay off the booze. Hey?
Talk to me, Army and Navy. Tell me all about it. Ow! There may come a time when we'll have to do it again. I don't have to do this, though. Madeline Monroe, she had a stroke. Habitat is just old hat. Oh, sorry, but the stuff falls apart in the end. I think this is fucked and all. Pallets. Beg your pardon. You see, you do these fucking cheap videos. They want legs, tits. Next thing I'll be here with a donkey. Do these dishes while I'm waiting, couldn't I? Aye. But when it comes to fancy goods, I always rob. But on a pen I know a fortune I will spend. You fucked it up, I've gone back too early, I don't fucking believe it, you twat! Can't we do something else, like falling in love again? I fucking hate Madeline Monroe anyway. Fucking sick to fucking death of doing dead film stars. It gets up to here on my tit, I tell you. Oh, it's Marlene Dietrich next, Judy Garland, Edith Piaf, sorry.
Hey? Well, the last time she made a video, you couldn't get in the lift for animals. The place was crawling with wildlife.
I must tell you, this isn't the first film and video I've made, you know, Barbara. It isn't. Since I last saw you, I made a film called Nativity 2. Did anybody see it? It was a low-budget Swedish movie. It was subtitled, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the stable. It was... Ingmar Bergman said it was one of the finest things he's ever seen, let me tell you. It was filmed in a lift in a block of flats in Stockwell, just me and a donkey. And I got a 6-month suspended sentence and they shot the donkey because it had a rubber suit on and a balaclava. They couldn't get it off. But recently I was out in Ireland making... Any Irish men in? None at all. I don't believe that. There's a lot of Irish in me. Well, there's a few things, actually, but surely, so God, there's a couple. They're so passionate. You're Irish, gobshite, sat there with your arms folded like fucking Helen Keller. Speak up! Robert Emmet would turn in his grave if he saw you doing that. They're so passionate. Well, most of them are passionate. Smell of that Guinness on the back of your neck. All the angora on your sweater goes stiff. And I said to Arvira, mind the cats while I'm away, because I was away for 4 weeks, and because I've got these 2 beautiful cats, like, not ordinary, get shagged round the bin, jiggered habits, cats. You know, Langial, like, these are like 2 balls of fluff, Persian cats they are, and you have to groom them all the time, every day they've got to be groomed. Of course, I leave them with here, I come back, open the front door, what have I got looking at me? 2 things that look like a pair of pensioners' slippers. And their arses, like a sheep's arse, honestly. They walk around the flat, they're like wind chimes, clang, clang, clang. No, I love them, I really do, I love them, because, like, they've got these lovely little flat faces. They didn't have, like, when I first got them. No, I forgot I had them and shut the bathroom door after me in a hurry. I'm sat in the lav and there's 2 Peggy Lees looking at me through the glass. Persian cats look like coke addicts. I've had them done now because they were always on heat. And those of you who got cats will know what it's like if you live in a small flat and you've got 2 cats screaming at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, nah, nah, nah. I'm lying in bed, say, yeah, well, we don't like a shag, but we're not dragging our asses on the cork floor in the 5 o'clock in the morning. The neighbours thought it was me, for fuck's sake. Take the rubbish out, they'd all go, that's here from AC1. What with that and the bloody dolphins? Whoop, whoop, whoop. You'd be sat on the couch trying to eat your dinner watching the telly, and they come in backside first. This hole like a white knuckle ride at Alton Towers. Your sausage is sucked off the plate. All your spuds go. All the peas go individually, one at a time. You're hanging off the arm of the couch, screaming. Your flip-flops are beating fuck out the soles of your feet. Your rollers are being dragged out your head. The curtains are stiff. I thought, oh, no, fuck this. So I was angst. So, well, I'm off the Valium, aren't I, in the Halcyon? So I was like this. So I got up this night, and they're riding on the floor. All my fillings are getting sucked out. So I put a rubber glove on. And I went like that. Shut up. I wouldn't recommend it. It's like putting your finger in an oyster. And how do you explain in a packed casualty at 5 o'clock in the morning? A Persian cat hanging off the end of your hands. Should have seen me getting on the bus. I had to pretend it was my handbag. Have you ever opened a tin of cat food with a hangover? Sheba. Salmon and tuna. It spits at you. You're hanging over the pan, vomiting your guts up. You've got 2 cats hanging off the arm of your nicey, like Cruella de Vil. Give us a food, give us a food. And cat litter. See, I haven't got a garden, you know, because we're quite high. I've only got a window box, but they won't use that. You know, they're agoraphobic. They go, oh no, Lily, I'm okay. And on the packets it says, easy to remove the lumps with a scoop. The smell of it's like somebody's dropped a bottle of poppers in the bathroom. I haven't got a scoop, I have to use the vegetable strainer. I wash it afterwards, for God's sake. If he finds a bit of grit in his dinner, I say it's a Bisto gravy, Granny one. I love drinking, it's the hangovers I can't cope with. I hate it when you wake up in the morning and you've been that drunk, you've slept in the one position all night. And you wake up and a whole other side is... You think, oh my God, I had a stroke. And you sit up and there's a big trail of spit from your mouth. You think, why can't I get out the bed? Because you're inside the duvet cover, that's why. You're like this giant Lord of Ashley amoeba writhing all over the place. Oh, fuck, and you stagger in the bathroom and look in the mirror. And baby Jane Hudson looks back at you. Why have I got Cadbury's mini Swiss rolls all held together in my ear with clips? Only one reason. I've had my sponge rollers in bed when I had the munchies. Have you ever done that? Come in and you're stacked hungry because he's a nun's arse through the convent railings. And you're that dry, like... You're standing at the sink and your arse is screaming over to the taps to try and turn him on and get a drink. Do you know this box here? This is the royal box. My fella's up there, he's in a box. Not quite the type of box I'd like to see him in, but he's in I wasn't going to mention the royals, but it's Windsor Castle. I've got to bring that. I'm sorry, I've got to record this for posterity. When that woman, the Queen, was in the Daily Mirror in her wellies and a little headscarf with a corgi on the back and a pair of them crossed riding crops going, this is my home. God love you, what's going to happen? The council going to put you up in sheltered accommodation over the Christmas? Fuck off. Do you know how that fire started in Windsor Castle? Princess Margaret's. With a chip pan. I'm telling you. She'd gone down to Windsor to meet a few of the girls she used to work with in Cadbury's on the line, and she got piss up, and she's starving, and she's got into the castle, and she's thought, ooh, she's gone in the kitchen and thought, ooh, fuck. She's seen the chip pan, hasn't she? Thought, just do a few chips and ooh. Mighty white loaf with a bit of butter on it. Get me arse in front of that telly watching Mariella Frost drop. Ooh, wonderful. Of course, she put the fat on, gone in the front room, collapsed on the couch. Next thing you know, she's been dragged down the stairs by 2 firemen in a British Home Stores nightie and Garfield slippers. That's how it happened, I'm telling you. But wait, I have got my ticket for the Royal, when they opened the palace, the coach parties. I was one of the first to go and get a ticket because I can't miss out on that when you like go in the door and there's the Queen behind the door. She like made a little booth. £1 crown, love. Don't flick your ash on the floor, I've just hooved it. But this is the bathroom. This is the front room. You've got Princess Margaret lying on the couch in a pair of ski pants and men's socks. Sleeping her dinner off, going, get our fucking bastards out of here, fuck off. You go down the corridor and there's the Queen Mother playing Scrabble with the kids. Nicey on, big skiddy down the back. No wig on, she looks like Lord Snooty out the Beano with the question mark on her head. A lovely film. They go down there to Prince Edward's bedroom, and there he is, surrounded by pictures of Judy and Madeline. Standing in his dressing table mirror with a hairbrush, in Princess Anne's wedding dress, miming to Dusty Springfield. Good, for God's sake. Here's my fella sat behind you there. He's a little dwarf with glasses, drinking night nurse. No, it's a very open marriage. I'm hoping he'll fuck off before much longer. Do you know what it is? It gets boring when you've been with somebody for a long time. Like, 2 weeks is all, you're at it morning, noon and night, but after, like, 10 years, you think, oh, Christ, not again. Same old knobbing me hand night after night. Can't you do something with it, like paint it yellow or put a bit of tinsel round the balls? Just get it off my leg and go to sleep. I can't fucking bear this. Oral sex. Who indulges in oral sex in here? Watch now, every hand go up. It's the view. And you're lying there and this little thing full of veins like a pensioner's legs coming at you. And those balls hanging like 2 used tea bags swinging off your chin. It's not I'm not putting one of them things in my gob. I'm not for less than 50 quid anyway, no. It's not the putting in your gob, it's when they want to... Like a vitamin E capsule's exploded. I did it once for money. And you're sitting in the bed and you're going green. Thinking, I wish she'd go away so I can spit this out. And they say to you, would you like a cup of coffee? You go... Sweat's running off you. And then they get through so you want to kiss you again. You go, You have to pull the headboard down. Get out and go. And nipples. Whoever said a nipple was in an erogenous... I can't even say it, let alone do it. An erogenous zone. Are your nipples erogenous, Beryl? These are like saucers, honestly. Are they? It's when they have them pierced, I love it. You know, if you see a fellow with pierced nipples. Because if you get them behind a curtain with a magnet and play Etch-a-Sketch. I caught this one when I was on holiday in Greece. I caught it in a deck chair, the Ambrosol here. So it's inverted now. It is, it's like a little sea anemone. I have to coax it out with a bit of oiled arm, go... Have you ever gone back with somebody for a lift home? Because they've had a face like a robber's dog and you thought, oh, well, fuck it, it's a lift. It's better than that night bus. And you get in the bed with them and like, Jesus, God, it's best in breed of crufts lying next to you. And you're having it off and you're that bored, you're smoking. Sometimes the ashtray falls off his arse. And you think, oh, sod it, I'm going to sleep. And you're unconscious and they're going... And you wake up in the morning and your nipple is like something on top of a TARDIS. You go, I think I live 14 miles away, haven't I? Got a rough blouse. How the fuck am I getting home? Go down the street, go, ah, ah. You've done it, haven't you? Ah. You have to go in a chemist and buy a tin of corn plasters and go in a phone box and stick one over each nipple so you can get home safely. It's like this joy of sex. Have you read that book, The New Joy of Sex? I'm still having trouble with the old joy of sex. If your sex life is boring, try using toys. Oh, I can't wait to walk around the house with Cindy hanging out my arse. Or My Little Pony chomping away on the good nipple. And all this M&M's business. This leather and rubber. I don't want to shag with a hot water bottle, you know. Getting dragged around the bedroom by the hem of me nicey and battered with the flip-flops. Not my idea of a nice house. I've stood in this very kitchen. I've stood here. And my fella's come in there and it's been first thing in the morning and I've looked like Kim Novak in the morning light. People are going, who's Kim Novak? Do you know, that's when you know, oh God, I'm feeling my age. Do you know when you're old, when you go in Marks and Spencer's and say, ooh, they're lovely slacks. Or when you're cleaning the bathhouse and you go, ooh, isn't this Jif bathroom cleanser marvellous? I used to drink it, for fuck's sake. Or if you go to the fairgrounds and say, no, I'm not getting on that. No way am I getting on that. And it turns out to be a duck on a plastic chain going... But I have stood in this very kitchen, and he's come in and I've said to him, let's have it off on the floor. And he said, why? I said, because I want to time an egg, that's why. I know you've got to be mahoganyist these days, and I'm all for mahogany. Mahogany! If you're from the Wirral, it's called mahogany. And that's why I am going to promote rubbers. There's all sorts of rubbers now. There's those luminous rubbers. Have you seen those? Like glow-in-the-dark condoms. Ooh. They look like kryptonite. Ooh. Except on my fella, it looks like a radioactive parsnip. Don't use them if you've got a cat. I'm telling you, because you see that bobbing in the dark. They're in, aren't they? You sat in casualty with somebody's knob in your hands. And the female condom. Who the fuck invented the femidom? First time I saw it, I thought it was a bin liner for a pedal bin. What are you supposed to do? Get in it and roll up your body and tighten a knot. So you're not coming near me tonight now, fuck off. And the washable. What? Imagine washing one of them. Imagine hanging your washing out on a Monday. Marvellous weekends. Went to Blackpool, had me back tore out, it was fabulous. I'll take the shoe off, it's killing me. I've got a verruca. Well, it's not, it was a bit of chewing gum with the rosary bead stuck in it, but it felt like a verruca. Do you know, last week I worked with Philip Scofield. Well, it didn't work with him, I was doing a benefit at the Palladium, and fuck this, Sniffy, the steward's there. You see him in all the red, they wear all like the red tuxedos now. This way, road G, road. It's like getting on a British Airways flight. Any of them in? You normally tell if you can smell kudos, you know they're in. I hate this, like you come on the plane and they're there, they go... Where's 2F? You sat there and they come down the aisle with a little trolley. They're like habitat staff on casters, then. And I hate it when you go to the lav on a long flight and like you go in the lav, have you done this? And you think, you dirty pig. There's toilet paper everywhere. The toilet is this high, full up. I'm not saying with what, but just use your imagination, Barbara. And like somebody's run the sink, there's a line of and you think, I can't use this, and you come out and there's a fucking big queue 10 mile long. It wasn't me, it honestly, what? And you have to sit there and you see your face scalding red, they're going past going, look at that dirty bitch. But I'm telling you, Philip Scofield, because I had to go there on the Thursday for me technical. Now this is true, this, and oh, excuse me. I had something for me tea from Marks and Spencer's. It hasn't agreed with me. It was a vest and a pair of sandals, but I was starving, you know, you're not sat in the back of a bus with the munchies. And I can feel that sandal here. And it's like the Queen Mother when she choked on the piece of fish. Fuck, you know what that was, don't you? She had a boil in the bag, cod in parsley sauce. Never took it out the bag. The worst was Princess Anne banging her on the back. Come on, get it up, Granny. What do you mean thumped on the back with Princess Anne? But, so I went on the Thursday for me technical, and I'm just, as I'm coming in the Palladium, I'm going up the stairs, and Philip Scofield comes down, and he stops me on the stairs, and he said to me, if you think you're using my dressing room, you've got another fucking thing coming. So I never said nothing, I just put my ciggy out in his gopher. No, I mean, you know, and then the next day, I went in on the Saturday and I'm upstairs and he came up and he apologised. He said, I'd like to apologise for my behaviour. I said, that's quite all right, Philip. He said, I've been insulted by better children's presenters than you. I have. Valerie Singleton once kicked off on me, you know. She said, what are you doing in my handbag? And I tell you, what happened was, it was on a telethon, my holy medal from Lewis had fell off and I was looking for it. That was the only reason, honestly. No, I know the pressure. I do kids' parties myself. I do. No, I do. Lily Poppins, look in the back of Time House, you'll find me there. Like, you know, when I get there, I did one last Wednesday and they're screaming and shouting and jumping on the furniture. It wasn't a real rattlesnake, he just fucking flung it on the floor. If anyone's thinking of having a kiddies party, the best thing to do to get the thing off with a good start is to make a trifle out of night nurse. Preferably 4 pints, that, I don't believe in there's all this fuss now about whether you should or should not hit a child. Well, I do not believe in hitting a child. Mental cruelty is far more effective. Put the clock back an hour so they miss home and away. Ooh, that fucks them up. So I said to Philip, and he stood there, and he's got his Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Mac gear on, you know, he's got his wig on. Have you seen him in that wig? He looks like a tall Pauline Quirk. And he had his coat on, radiating colours all over the place. Either that or I was just still coming down off my acid. And I was like, no, I don't. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. No, I don't take acid. I don't like it because when you come in, all your ornaments move. Stood in the front room and my statue of the Pope in genuine Capi de Monte's going. It's like these. Have you ever had magic mushrooms? Fuck. Our Bunty went camping with the probation service and she come back and she brought this brown paper bag full of mushrooms and slapped them on the kitchen table. I never knew they were fucking magic. So I got up in the morning and thought, I'll have them with a couple of rashers of bacon. Anyway, out for the Daily Mirror to see if I'd won the bingo. I was found 3 weeks later in the back of a dress shop in Brixton, swigging Brasso and singing Stormy Weather, so I'm warning you, never touch them. I did attempt to see if there's any out here on the window box. No, they've gone. I was growing my own, because like, at the back here is nice and sunny and you don't get any coppers coming along, and the plants, marijuana, got this high, and I thought, fucking lovely, and I'm just sat here one morning having a cup of tea, like that, and I could hear, cool, cool, for pigeons. And I went over to the window and had a look, and there's these plants stripped bare, these 2 pigeons lying in the soil going, make us a sarnie, will you, Lil, I'm fucking starving. And have you ever took Please, Lily, does the Pope play? Who's took in it? I was in a pub, you know, and somebody... I wasn't dressed like this, I was in disguise. I had a pair of slacks on and an anorak and a headscarf from the Isle of Man with the laxy wheel on the back, very stylish. And I'm stood in this pub, and this squint came up to me and said, take these later, really cheer you up. 2 tabs of this egg. So I forgot all about them and put them in the back pockets of my ski pants. So come the Tuesday, I thought, I'll do a bit of washing. Threw my ski pants in the washing machine, switched it on. That machine was on spin for 19 hours. Every time I turned that wireless on, I was attacked by a killer Zanussi. Chased me around the fucking kitchen. So Philip, he said to me, I'm very sorry for what I said before. I said, that's quite all right. I said, thank you, by the way, for your beautiful Sainsbury's recipe for stir-fry beef. Which I hadn't used, because it cost you 25 quid to get the ingredients together. What the fuck is Chinese allspice? Little girls love Joseph, you know, as you can tell in the Palladium, because all the seats are damp. Honestly, they're all that. And the Yanks go berserk. Any Yanks in? Lovely. Why are you so fucking touchy? Like, come to American Independence Day and all the pubs. Why should I... This annoys me, this. Like, Kenneth Clark wants all the public houses in England to turn into continental-style cafes with chairs and tables out on the street. We've had fucking chairs and tables out on the street for years in the Wirral. It's called an eviction, for God's sake. Well, it's all very nice sitting there drinking your cappuccino if you're in a nice, quiet Hampstead village, isn't it? We're not on South Lambeth Road with juggernauts going past you. What did you say, eh? Fucking muggers ripping your handbag. Oh, aye. And like, you say to a Yank, where are you from? They go, New York City, yeah. And everybody else from New York City goes, Posse. They go, yeah, New York City, yeah. Which is fabulous. You say it over here, where are you from? They go, Grimsby. And everybody else from Grimsby puts their heads down in shame. It's all right, I can say what I like about Grimsby. They won't be watching it in Grimsby, because we're not doing it on Betamax. So tell you what, I did a booking in Grimsby, and like, I got off, I knew I was in trouble when I got off the train, and like I'm on Grimsby British Rail, and I goes in the buffet for a drink, and the woman behind the counter is teaching a sausage roll to sing Sally. So I said to the guard, I said, excuse me, what time's the train in the morning back to Birkenhead? And he sat there and he's like feeding the birds to a cat. He said, well, there's one about 7 and there's one about... I thought, fuck me, Pink, George Formby's alive and well and working for British Rail in Grimsby. Don't worry, I'll get a timetable. No, I do like, you know, I did it's once a month gay disco in Grimsby. It comes round in the back of the mobile shop, you know, so. Oh, fuck, Grimsby's behind the times, I'm telling you, it's like the Twilight Zone. They've still got a Timothy White in Grimsby, honestly. You watch Coronation Street in Grimsby, Ina Sharples has just been crushed under the viaduct, I'm telling you. Oh, and a Grimsby boarding house, please, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Fucking nylon sheets. Do you know when you wash nylon sheets for ages, and like they've been washed a million times, and you get all those little lumps on them, which is like a mixture of toenail clippings and hair. It's like sleeping on braille. You go, And if you wear a nylon nicey with nylon sheets, you're fucked, honestly. Because you get into the spot, you're like a dodgem car. People are going outside going, oh, look, they're having a party in that room. You get up in the morning and your hair. It's like a Maori's hut. You go down for breakfast and you go past the telly and you switch it on. You go in the dining room and all the tablecloths fly at you. You stood there like a sloppily dressed ghost. Do you know I'm psychic? Well, my psychiatrist said I was psychic anyway. He also said I was a schizophrenic paranoid. Well, he didn't say it, but we knew he was thinking it. Now listen, this is quite sad, this. Edith Piaf. Edith Piaf was going to sing a song, but she didn't because she died, which is a good enough reason, I suppose, for not singing something. Because she's dead, Edie. Oh, yeah. But she's in her bedroom and she was rehearsing and she had the window open and she's got a duster and she's like doing a bit of dusting and she's rehearsing this song. She's... Well, you know, I can't do it. And Doris Day got off the bus. No, because they lived on the same estate them days, you see. They did, Barbara. It was before Edith got transferred to Part 3 accommodation because of her arthritis and the lift was always bust. You know what it's fucking like. Oof. Well, I let the dog in. Hang on a minute. It's a pit bull. You're not scared of pit? Well, actually, it's not a pit bull. It's a whippet, but it's on royal jelly. Go on, Queenie. Fuck off. No, I won't let her in. But, she's got a leaking bladder. No, she has fucking shot. You should see my front room carpet. It was grey when I bought it. It's brown now. Honestly. And what with the cockroach exterminator? He came round from Lambeth to get rid of... Because they had terrible cockies. I used to ring up the council and say, you know, they're eating me food. Never mind eat me food. They used to sit round the table with their own canteen of cutlery going, where's our dinner? Where's our dinner? And you know what the soft bitch said to me from the council? Are you leaving food out for them? I said, oh, yes. I do them a packed lunch every morning. Bit of Tupperware and a flask. I'm like, hi-ho, off you go to work, boys. The cats couldn't catch them. They were like store detectives on a Christmas Eve. They've left now. I asked them to make a commitment and they wouldn't, so they all went. But Doris Day got off the bus and put her shopping down and she heard Edith singing this song and she thought, I'm going to nick that off her. And not only did she nick the song off her, she stole 2 tea towels and a pillowcase off her washing line. All right, don't go potty. Gently. Ooh, Jesus, try whistling when you smoke. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for coming. No, seriously, would. Thank you very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's not cheesy, that's like, give me a round of applause. I turn into Bruce Force, like... Hate him. Don't hate him as much as Dana. Do you know I got asked to do a pantomime with Dana in fucking Hull, of all places? Hull, the arsehole of England, 6 weeks playing Dana's mother. Imagine having to wear a balaclava helmet and crush all this down every 3 shows a day. 3 shows a day, coming up out the floors, the wicked queen. 10:30 in the morning, kids screaming, "It's behind you!" That hour of the morning I could be sitting on my face, I wouldn't care. It'd be a pleasure to poison Dana. I wouldn't even bother with an apple, I'd just go down with the broken milk bottle. Oh, she bet you want a puke. I suppose some soft bastard will turn up on Stars in Their Eyes, will they, doing Dana? See the other week, Mary Hopkin. People are going, oh. Was she the one who wore no shoes, or was that the other one, Sandy Shaw? I can't remember. They both had long hair and a guitar, didn't they? Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for coming. No, seriously, I would. Thank you very much. And we've done all that shite, so I'll give yourselves a round of applause. But thank you, I mean that. I'd like to thank the crew. Give them a round of applause. You're awful slow. Thank you, crew. You've been marvellous. Thank you very much. Did you put something over that lens to soften it? Like a bit of lino or something? Fucking axe minked the carpet with jelly on it. People are watching this saying, is that Mara Hindley? When did she get out? Didn't know she could sing and had fabulous legs. Well, there you go. Who else have I got to thank? Oh, I'd like to thank my manager. I used to have a beautiful job in Woolworths on the pick and mix until he discovered me. I was like Lana Turner, honestly. I hated Woolies on the pick and mix because you had to have a love bite every Wednesday. I couldn't bear this. And then they moved me onto cold meats. Fuck that, all that cold tongue at 9 o'clock in the morning. I was off like a shot. And I'd like to thank my mother, who was the Whittles champion wrestler, Hellcat Savage. I'd like to thank her for having a shag and bringing me here in the first place. I'd like to thank the midwife, Mrs. Maureen Scobie of 29 Lowther Street, for not dropping me on the back kitchen stone flags. I'd like to thank the man who invented tarmac, the man who invented tyres, cars, buses and taxis, so we could all get here tonight. I'd like to thank the beautiful proprietors of this gorgeous, elegant theatre. And who else would I like to thank? Well, that's it, really. I'd just like to thank you all. And thank you very... I'm thanking here, like Mother Teresa. Thank you. Fuck this, I'm off. As you leave, please go very quietly, because this is a residential area. That's what they told us. Who the hell lives in Drury Lane? I must warn you, because there's people outside, there's genuine homeless. Now, they really are. Give them money, but there's some scabs pretending, sitting in a cardboard box, and you know full well they've got a mobile phone. Sitting there saying to me, I haven't eaten for 3 days. Well, fucking force yourself, then. Nobody's asked you to go on a starvation diet. Anyway, I'm off, because the pub's shutting and I'm fed up now. I'll see you all soon, and God bless. Look after yourselves. Shut up.
Well, no, it's as quiet as the grave now. She's finished. All these men coming out the house, the filthy old whore. I've just got myself the most lovely little quarter of the black Lebanese off a nice young man outside the flats. So I'm chilling out. Do you know I have the most terrible coke problem? You cannot get smokeless fuel for love nor money in this neck of the woods, and they won't carry us up the stairs. Well, you can't get in the lift. It's always you knee-deep in piss, for God's sake. Poor Blodwin was in there with a metal Zimmer frame. It was...
All this whispering, it's like being with Sutty. Normally when people say to me action, it means get your frock off and lie on a mat. Do you know what they say? Your short-term memory goes when you smoke dope. Is this wig coming up? Is my hair moving? Cut for a minute, I can feel it sliding down the back of my head. Is it? Is it? Do I need fucking Dodder Stokes to talk to you, lot? No, hang on a minute. Only fine. Me and these lovely group of lads, which I got, of course. Fine. That's it, lads. Come on. Fine. Don't get this at the Palladium. Oh, no. An hour and I'll be back. Is a girl's best friend? Get up, didn't I? Aye.